Hi guys, we are going to print a full wrap water slide today. I'm going to try anyways. I know it's hard when I record directly from my computer screen, but to be able to move around, that's going to be the easiest. So I picked this file from Creative Fabrica and I have already downloaded it, clicked over here. So I have that all set and I'm going to open up. This is Open Office. It's the word program I generally use. So it's one I'm pretty comfortable with and it's a free one. So I have it open to a text file. I'm going to come over here to where it says page. I'm going to change my orientation to landscape. I'm going to open up my margins and I'm going to set them all to 0, which is my custom value. So now I have absolutely no margins on the page. And then I'm going to come up to the top menu and I'm going to go on to Insert, down to Picture from File. If it'll open up. Nope, it's working on it. It's freezing up on me. Okay, so my files are open, and it's not in this folder. So I'm going to go back to the folder I saved it in. I'm going to open my file. And down here is where it is sized. This is 9.4 by 8.24. I prefer 9.3 by 8.2. So to resize it, I'm going to make sure keep ratio is clicked, otherwise it's going to mess it up. So I'm going to see what 8.2 gets me. That gets me to 9.37. So it's still a little big. I'm just going to bring this to 9.35. And that'll be close enough. So you have this in a 8.5 by 11 field at this point, and the Waterslide paper I use is only, I'm so used to working with a mouse, I'm struggling. I have a new computer. But this is going to feed through the printer this way. This is going to be my bottom corner that prints first. So I don't actually have paper up here. So I try and keep it towards the bottom to get the best print. I have no idea what colors this is actually going to print. This is very orangey and coral on the phone version of Creative Fabrica. My computer settings might not be as bright, so it's going to be a surprise. I can see on my camera screen it's picking it up brighter than what's actually showing on my computer. So I'm going to bring you down by my printer. At this point I can save it. Oh my goodness, this is going to be insistent. But I'll come over to File and Print. And I'm going to want to, in Properties, change to photo paper glossy. So, and then when I'm ready to print, I'll obviously hit print. So I'm going to move you down by my printer. Before we get to that, this is the Waterslide paper I use, HIIPOO Waterslide decal paper, inkjet clear. This is what the package looks like. You can see down there where it's a little bit longer and a little bit narrower than a standard piece of paper. So be aware of that. So this is my printer. I have it cleaning the print heads now because I did just change and charge 2 of the color cartridges. This is just an Epson all-in-one minus the XP310. I've had this for like 10 years. Sorry, it's super dusty. But I did look at Walmart at the current version of this, that if I was going to go buy a new printer today is what I would go buy. So I'm going to put a picture of it from my Walmart and maybe one from the website up on the screen now. So this is what I use. I've been pretty happy with it overall. So I'm just going to stick with it. It's been a workhorse, and when it dies, I suppose. So I'm going to let that finish running its cycle. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to the printer or the computer and hit print and let it roll through. Once it's printed, I will take it outside and I will seal it with my Rust-Oleum 2X. I've been using the clear gloss lately. It's what I've been able to get, and I've been pretty happy with it. So I have this box from Amazon. If I'm doing a lot of them and it's summertime and I'm going to leave them outside, I'll tape it down to an old Cricut mat. But because it's winter and I've been running in and out, I just, it's easier for me just to slap it in the box, and then I can carry the box in and not have to worry about ever touching the water slide or any of where it's wet. So once it's printed, I will let the ink dry on the paper for a bit before I take it outside to spray it. So what I'm going to do is, after this is printed, I'm going to end this here. This was just strictly how I set up to print. You cannot print a full water slide on your Cricut. This is one place Cricut absolutely fails us, is the amount of waste for print then cut. It's horrific. It's like 6.75 by 9.2 or something. So it leaves like a ton of wasted space. So absolutely do not think you're going to go in and make a full water slide on your Cricut. Just go use whatever word processing program you have. Should be able to print pictures. I know you can do it through Google Docs too. I am not familiar with how that works. So if I get time, I may mess around with that to see if I can figure it out. But this has worked for me, and like I said, it's a free program. I'm not paying $100 a year to have the capability to do this. But it is Apache Open Office. And I will write that out in the description below and probably put that on the screen a couple times here. But here it is coming out now. So there you go. And I did get a little smudgy at the end, but scoot this back a bit. You can see my ink. I had to go buy more yesterday. So I will let this dry. It's actually really pretty. I like the colors on this. I will let this dry, and then we will do another video of the actual cup itself, which I normally release my cup videos in the morning, but I'm going to do that opposite today. You'll get this, and then later in the day you can see the cup completed. So there you go. That is how I print my full wrap water slides.